A former Baylor football player convicted of rape in 2015 is back in court today appealing the decision. Samuel Ukwuachu has tried to get his conviction thrown out before several times.
Fox 44's Anna Thrash in the courtroom today while his attorneys argued for the need for a new trial.
Well, Leslie and Robert, in 2017, a court actually ruled in favor of the first appeal filed, but a higher court later overturned that decision. And today, though, the new appeal centers around the prosecution's use of phone calls made by Ukwuachu's roommate on the night in question. Attorney Bill Bratton from Dallas argued for a new trial of Samuel Ukwuachu and his conviction of a 2013 rape of another Baylor student. A jury sentenced Ukwuachu to 180 days in jail plus 10 years probation in 2015. He also has to register as a sex offender. During the trial, Ukwuachu's roommate testified he was at the apartment at the time the woman says Ukwuachu raped her. The victim said she was screaming so loud that anyone in the apartment would have heard it, but the roommate says he didn't hear anything. The prosecution used phone records they say proved the roommate was not in the apartment at all. But Bratton argued today the use of phone records was improper since they were not entered into evidence. He also says the prosecution intimidated the witness by telling him before he testified that he could be arrested if the records proved he was lying. The prosecution argued today the phone records weren't in evidence, but they could still question the witness about them. They also said the witness was not credible anyway because he previously testified to the police about that night by saying he was in bed asleep at midnight when he testified he and a friend were up at the apartment until about 2 in the morning. The defense ultimately said the phone records gave the jury a false impression of the witness and his testimony. Lawyers still have some paperwork to file this week, and the judges are expected to make a decision on that new trial sometime next week. Live in the control room, Anna Thrash, Fox 44 News.